Hello, you're watching Taiwan Plus. I'm Eric Gao, and here's what happened this week. Taiwan's indigenous peoples are a part of the Austronesian community, and anthropologists say many Austronesian nations originated here. The indigenous Amis people are hosting a music festival to renew these cultural ties.
Tinuna no Taiwan, tinuna no Amis, tinuna no Taitong. Umato te ie, tinuna no Taipei, maruru Yahweh.
Giving greetings to very distant relatives. Telaulio from Tahiti performs a dance from his home to audiences in Taiwan. Tahitians are an Austronesian people, and many of those groups originated in Taiwan long ago. This is part of the focus of the Amis Music Festival. The event originally celebrated Taiwan's indigenous cultures, but its mission has evolved to bridging communities across Austronesia. This dance group, Tinatila'a, is led by an indigenous Sidik dancer from Taiwan. Gumu Walis fell in love with Tahitian dance, and she now works with her Tahitian husband to share this culture with Taiwan. And this music festival is the ideal place to do it.
都是南岛语族，或者是都身为是不同地方的原住民，好像这种连结跟团结在一起的那个，一起互相帮忙去推广自己的文化的这一件事情，我觉得是很棒的一件事。
It makes me feel more closer. Maybe our ancestors are related, and also I see that. I can see with the tattoo, with the language also, so there's like the same words. And so I feel that I'm very comfortable actually here.
The Tinatila'a troupe are not the only international guests at the event. Fishers from Indonesia are also here to share their stories. They are here to talk about their campaign to have Wi-Fi access on the distant water fishing boats. The festival's organizers say when most people in Taiwan speak of Austronesian communities, they think of Pacific Islanders. But the closest group to home is actually the 250,000 Indonesians living in Taiwan. That number is fairly close to half of Taiwan's total indigenous population. Also advocating for the rights of foreign workers is Southern Riot, a band formed by Indonesian migrant workers in Taiwan. They are known for writing songs with labor rights themes. The band says this is the biggest stage they've ever performed on, with the most enthusiastic audience.
Kami sangat senang dan kami sangat bangga. Kami sebagai warga negara Indonesia dan sebagai pekerja migran di Taiwan merasa sangat bangga dan spesial bisa dipersembahkan untuk tampil di Amis Music Festival. Terima kasih banyak.
Many performers and audience members alike come to the festival to show pride in their Austronesian identity. They also come with an open mind to learn to better understand each other and make genuine connections. Kamashi, Simonetta Ho, and Yu Jinghua for TaiwanPlus.
Taipei's National Palace Museum is a huge tourist attraction, housing many of the country's historical treasures. Some of those pieces will soon be exhibited in the southern city of Tainan. Laurel Stewart explains.
Carved from part green, part white stone, this jadeite cabbage is a Qing dynasty masterpiece, and it will soon be on display in Tainan. Normally exhibited in Taipei's National Palace Museum, the famed cabbage, along with 14 other treasures, will head to the southern city in December. The artifacts will be shown in the Tainan Art Museum as part of celebrations of the 400th anniversary of the city's founding. The National Palace exhibits about 700,000 Chinese artifacts, most of which were brought with the Chinese nationalist government when it retreated to Taiwan in 1949. While the National Palace Museum has sent its treasures on tour before, it's not a common occurrence.
到台南美术馆展出，那这一次的话，规模是最完整的一次。这的确是疫情之后一个故宫文物最大规模的一个出游或是出行。
Some more contemporary pieces will also be included. An animation version of a Song Dynasty scroll painting up the river during the Qingming Festival will also join the exhibition. And all safety precautions will be taken.
国宝是不能开玩笑的，我们每一个细节都按照故宫的要求来做，包括展示手法，包括消防安全，包括这个交通的过程。
Opening the artifacts up to other museums has sparked international interest.
2025年的话，我们会到法国的凯布朗利博物馆展览。那当然，目前还有一个计划在谈。
But for those in Tainan, the opportunity to see ancient treasures on their doorstep is certainly a reason to celebrate. Andy Schwer and Laurel Stewart for TaiwanPlus.
It's not easy to find that special someone. Some people may need some divine help. A temple in southern Taiwan has booked out its largest matchmaking event of the year for singles looking for love. Tiffany Wong has this story.
没有，我们都已经额满了哦。
Fighting for true love. Available spots for a matchmaking event at the Luomen Mazu Temple in Taiwan's southern city of Tainan were snapped up in just over an hour. These singles are hoping this year will be the one they finally find their match, with a little help from Yilan, the Taoist god of love. The registration form crashed as people flooded the website. This year, a record number of 520 spots were made available. It's a number which sounds like I love you in Mandarin. When registration opened, men were especially quick off the mark.
10點10分呢，開放報名，7分鐘就爆滿了呢。
The matchmaking event will take place on November 11th, known as Singles Day in Taiwan. The temple will hold getting to know you activities, as well as a dinner hosted by a Michelin Bib Gourmand chef. Smaller events on other love-related holidays in May and August this year were also sellouts, but these singles aren't giving up.
特地陪朋友过来，希望他赶快找到真命天子。
人太多了，事实上时间点感觉没那么合适。
从开始报名到20分就很快。
These 520 singles are already the lucky ones who managed to snag a spot. Now they'll wait to see what Yilan has in store for them. Ethan Pan and Tiffany Wong for TaiwanPlus.
A village in Taiwan's northeast is applying new tech to an old industry. And as Bryn Thomas reports, they hope that these drones may help bring young people back to the land.
This project in Taiwan's northeastern county of Yilan is starting to bear fruit. Farmers here are using drones to improve rice harvests. It's the culmination of a 2-year collaboration between farmers and students at a local university. In addition to increasing yields, the drones also help with crop irrigation, fertilization, and data collection. But despite the apparent benefits, the farmers needed some convincing.
那年轻人在带入一些这些科技进来的时候，有时候他们会怀疑，经过这个一个比较长期的沟通，然后去用实物的去实际的做给他们看哦。
But the project is designed to tackle a different growing problem in Taiwan, its aging population. The country is set to become a super-age society by 2025. And rural areas have been particularly affected. Using drones like these will help to make up for local labor shortages, and some also hope the opportunity to work with new technology will attract more young people into agriculture.
我们做这个机队的成立，主要还是希望年轻人能回来，在地的农民，就是2代农民，他们可以组织一个团体，然后互相支援。
Using drones also has environmental benefits, such as helping to reduce waste.
针对真正少量的缺肥的植物去实施精准施肥，然后我们达到减少20%的肥料用量。
Yilan's farmers hope the success of their drone project will till the soil for similar endeavors in the country. But for now, they're happy to be reaping the rewards for plowing new ground. Justin Wu and Bryn Thomas for TaiwanPlus.
The Taiwanese fiddler crab is unique to the country, but it's threatened by habitat loss and invasive species. Some people in central Taiwan are now trying to help. John Van Trieste has more.
The Taiwanese fiddler crab is a species found only in Taiwan. Researchers think there are around 870,000, mostly around this one river, the Zhuoshui, in central Taiwan. There could be more, but their numbers are constrained by two types of vegetation. Surveys show smooth cordgrass and gray mangrove are increasingly taking over this swampy land. Though the plants can coexist with the crabs to a certain point, too many of them means there's no space for the crabs to lay and hatch their eggs. The local Yunlin County government has a plan to restore balance between the two.
这次我们会进行所谓的海茄苳的移除啦，就是为着保育和招潮蟹的部分。
The plan is to have workers clear around 20 hectares by the end of October. It may be tough work, but conservationists say it will be worthwhile.
台湾旱招潮蟹，然后它是全世界的特有种，只有在台湾才有。那它经过生态调查，发现有85% 以上的数量都在浊水溪出海口这个地方。所以我们其实做书法有一部分是为了帮它建立更好的生态环境。
The hope is that a bit of human intervention will help bring the balance this special native species needs to thrive. Scott Huang and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.
It's not just crabs. Taiwan is home to 5 of the world's 7 species of sea turtle. One rehabilitation center in the country's south is treating injured turtles, but concerns are growing about their biggest threats. Sally Jensen has this report.
This is G117, a green turtle. These conservationists from the National Museum of Marine Biology and Aquarium in the south are preparing to release it into the sea. It spent 5 months in rehabilitation at the centre after some fishers on the southeast coast found it with an injury. But now G117 is well enough to go home.
准备开始要进行这个编号 G17的野放哦。那我们准备，然后我们先抓它前肢，好，好，准备，好，好，好 ，OK， 好，它就会准备往前爬行。
There are 7 species of sea turtles in the world, and Taiwan's surrounding oceans are home to 5 of them: green, loggerhead, hawksbill, olive ridley, and leatherback turtles. In fact, the waters surrounding the country's islands hold the world's highest density of sea turtles. But they're also one of Taiwan's most endangered animals and are classed under the highest protection measures. They play an important role in preserving marine ecosystems, as their main food is seaweed. Annually, seaweed absorbs about 10% of the carbon dioxide in the ocean, making it about twice as effective as soil. And by eating it, turtles encourage its reproduction. They're considered the unsung heroes of climate change mitigation. But not all turtles are as fortunate as G117. This hawksbill lost one of its back fins after it got tangled in a fishing net. For most turtles, this would be a death sentence. Injuries from stray fishing nets and equipment account for around a third of turtle rescues in Taiwan.
比如说我们要从嘴巴或者有一些是从尸体里面去拿出来。你钓鱼的时候不小心钓到海龟，那可能就会鱼钩鱼线被吞进去。
Only about 1 in every 1,000 sea turtles survives through adulthood. And now more of them are having to adapt their reproductive patterns to cope with rising temperatures and a changing climate.
26年化的气温上升降雨量降低，就符合全球气候变迁的原因。海龟利用它的气温决定性别比的方式呢，来调整它族群量，变成更能够适应环境变化。
Taiwan's turtle conservationists hope they will see more success stories like G117 and far fewer tragedies. But faced with the urgent dangers of fishing equipment and rising sea temperatures, the ocean's greatest protectors are still under serious threat. Eason Pan and Sally Jensen for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for joining us for Here's What Happened. Finally, relax and enjoy the rest of your weekend with these cats found everywhere in Greece. I'm Eric Gao, and I'll see you next time.